Last Sunday was the Feast of Pentecost, and so now we are in the long green season, that season during summer where we have a lot of readings about Jesus' earthly ministry and talking about our own earthly pilgrimage. And the first Sunday in the season after Pentecost is traditionally known as Trinity Sunday. And the idea there is that God is sort of a constant that happens before. With Christmas, we have the appearance of Jesus throughout his life, death, and resurrection. And then on Pentecost, the Trinity is completed with the arrival of the Holy Spirit. So now with all three persons of the Godhead, we have sort of this Trinity Sunday. It's kind of a funny liturgical event, and it's not something that I think has a lot of relevance for a lot of us. Probably what's more to our mind is that it's Memorial Day weekend. And it's interesting that those two things actually go together more than you might think at first glance. So we will be honoring that it is Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be honoring those who have served our country and who have given the greatest gift, their lives in service to our country. But that really has a lot to do with the readings that are appointed for the Sunday, for Trinity Sunday. We'll be reading about Isaiah heeding the call and saying, "Here I am, send me." And then Jesus' dialogue with Nicodemus at night, where he says the very famous words, "God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son." And those ideas of service and of expanding our worldview to something greater than ourselves are, of course, very pertinent for Memorial Day as well. So we have really kind of a nice confluence of themes for the Sunday, both with what we are celebrating in our own lives, as well as what the church year has us observing in our liturgy. It's also the beginning of summer and Memorial Day weekend, and we're going to be singing a lot of really familiar pieces, things that we all love to sing. We'll be starting off with one of the most popular and beloved hymns of all time, "Holy, Holy, Holy." So again, hearkening back to that idea of Trinity, but a beloved tune that we all love to sing. And then after reading that Isaiah passage where he has this amazing mystical vision and the cherubim and seraphim flying around and they say, "Who shall we send?" And he stands up and says, "Here I am, send me." What other piece of music could we sing after that except that, "Here I am, Lord"? Thinking about picking up on the theme of service and about expanding our worldview to have something greater than ourselves, the choir will be singing another familiar piece, Sebastian Wesley's "Lead Me, Lord." This is a very popular excerpt from a larger work, and the larger work isn't performed so much, but this small movement from that larger cantata is often performed. It has an alto solo, and then the choir answers that in each phrase. And again, very familiar music. Of note for us this Sunday, the solo will be sung by Lauren Fox, who has been with us now for 3 or 4 years as one of our choral scholars. And this is her last Sunday with us. She's been finishing a doctorate at UT in clinical psychology, and she will be doing a postdoctorate residency in Provincetown. And we have really loved our time with Lauren. She has meant so much to the choir, and it's a great way for us to get to honor her by having her sing the solo on her last Sunday with us. We'll also be singing John Steiner's very familiar setting of those words, "God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son." And we'll be singing familiar communion hymns and going out with a real barnstorming hymn at the end as well. So lots of great music, lots of great chances to celebrate. And so we hope that you will join us here to celebrate Memorial Day and the Feast of the Trinity here at St. John's.